Good morning. Today is day 2 of being home. It is day 3 since my surgery, but it still hasn't been 3 full days. So I would say that things are definitely getting better overall. I slept really well last night. Because I took a sleeping pill. The night before, I had not slept well. I was uncomfortable all night, couldn't find a comfortable position, was up multiple times to use the restroom. So last night, I decided that I was going to just go ahead and take a Unisom tablet. So I did that, and it helped me to just be more comfortable, drown out the sound of my baby that cries periodically so that wasn't keeping me awake, but I was still waking up with very strong urges to go to the bathroom about every 2 hours. So I do suggest taking something to help you sleep at night because I don't know if you're like me, but I kind of struggle with napping. So napping during the day hasn't been working very well for me, especially with everything going on around my house. And I need that sleep at night for sure, that good restorative sleep. So I will take a Unisom again tonight. So pain level, I did continue throughout the night to do my Tylenol ibuprofen regimen every 6 hours, my oxycodone every 4 hours. However, I did go ahead and decrease that dosage midday yesterday from two oxys, which is 10 milligrams, to just 5 milligram each time I took it. Today, I am thinking about trying to just not take the oxy at all and just see how I do with the Tylenol ibuprofen cocktail. Not that I'm worried about, ending up addicted to this oxy or anything, but obviously that is something they warn you about and tell you to take it only if it's absolutely necessary. So I'm due for my next dose of oxy in about 30 minutes, and I think I'm going to try to go without it and see how that goes. I would say that I'm not feeling any sharp pain today, and I wasn't throughout the night either. So no more hot poker feeling, which is great. No more fire in my pelvis feeling. I'm just feeling a lot of dull achiness. So, if I'm laying still, I'm feeling a lot of throbbing and still that same feeling of there's something in there. It is that packing. It just feels full and like a dull ache. And it's almost like this feeling of whatever that is, I want to get it out, but I know what it is and I can't get it out. The packing has to stay. So pain level definitely better. Very uncomfortable to sit flat. I tried to eat dinner at the table with my family last night, and I put a very cushy pillow underneath me, and I was able to make it through about maybe half of dinner, and I had to get up and go back to the couch. Like I said yesterday, laying either flat on my back or on my side feels better. Any type of pressure down there does not feel good. Walking around, I actually don't feel much pressure, but I just feel really weak. I just can't do much of anything. I don't know if the anesthesia is still in my system or, it's the combination of medications or whatever, but I definitely have very low energy. Let's talk a little bit about the catheter. So I've gotten better at using this thing. It's not quite as cumbersome and uncomfortable, and I've kind of figured out little tricks like I told you about using the string from my robe to tie around my waist to kind of hold the suprapubic catheter tube up while I take a shower. So that's been a game changer because I told you anytime that thing is just hanging and dangling from that hole in my stomach, it feels very uncomfortable. That pressure just does not feel good. So I have gone from only making 25 mil at the hospital of my own urine, or my own output being that much, to being anywhere between 75 and 125 now. There were even a couple times yesterday where my residual amount that actually came out of the catheter was 75 mil or less, which is what they're looking for to get this thing out. But it has to be for 24 consecutive hours that every time you urinate, 75 mil or less is coming out of that catheter. So I really feel like I'm in a good place with this right now. I do know a woman who had this surgery and she only had to have the suprapubic in place for a week. They said that that's very rare. I should expect more like 2 weeks, but gosh, I hope I can get it out after a week. It's just no fun dealing with that thing. It is uncomfortable even when you put it into a nice pair of granny panties like I have done to kind of keep it tucked out of the way. Like I told you, it takes a very long time for it to drain. You know, you go to the bathroom and that's pretty quick, and then you're standing there waiting for that other 200, 250, sometimes even 300 mils to drain out of that catheter drop by drop. It takes a long time. So the sooner I can get rid of that, the better. I attempted a bowel movement yesterday and a very, very tiny amount came out. It wasn't very painful, but it also wasn't very productive. So just this morning, I took 2 laxative pills that I'm really hoping will help get things moving, but also keep things very manageable and soft. So I'll update on that tomorrow. Trying to think what else. I've talked about pain. I've talked about the catheter. My bleeding has slowed down. I was bleeding like what I would consider for myself a decently heavy period, and now it's kind of more just like spotting. So that's been a little bit of a relief. I have been working on like a website or a blog type of thing, which I will be using to help share these videos. I want to make sure that other women have more information than I had. And you guys are getting to see me in all of my post-recovery glory. No makeup, not looking my best, that's for sure. I definitely don't have the energy to do any of that right now. So I am going to sign off here today. Try to take a nap while my husband is out taking all the kids to daycare. He's been a real champ, doing everything around here and helping me out with bringing me things and carrying me things and making sure that I don't go up and down our stairs too many times a day, because I was told to only do that a couple of times a day. So I have to kind of like limit my trips up and down to the different levels of our house. So thank you for tuning in, and I will be back with another update tomorrow.